welcome. So here's how you can macro inside of Grow a Garden. So just to show you, with macroing, this allowed me to get a ton of items. I got over 5,000 watering can, which are used to grow your plants. So now I can basically use an infinite amount of watering can and never run out, basically. I also got 2,000 shovels, and I got all of these seeds completely AFK without doing anything. And so for that, I used a macro that I made. And so let me show you how you can download it and start using it right now inside Roblox Grow a Garden. Alright, so the first step is gonna be to download auto hotkey. So to make it simple, auto hotkey is needed. Without it, the macro won't work. So you really have to download it. But don't worry, it's really simple. You just gotta go to the link in the description. It's gonna take you to the official website of auto hotkey. You just hit download. When you get to this, you wanna take the version 1.1, not the 2.0, the 1.1. So you just click on it and now you save it somewhere. Once you downloaded it, you wanna open it and you will get to this page. So you wanna hit express installation and then wanna hit run auto hotkey. Then you get to this. It look all complicated and stuff, but you just want to hit the X button and completely exit even this window because we won't need it anymore. Alright, so now that this is done, we can go ahead and download the macro and it should work smoothly. So for this next step, you'll want to go and join my Discord server because the link for the download of the macro are in there. So you just go in the description, click the Discord link, and now once you're in the server, you want to go down to Grow a Garden macro section and click on macro link. Once you click on macro link, you want to take the latest version of the macro. In this case, it is the v1.5, and you want to follow the instruction that are right here. So I'm going to do it for the version 1.5, but just do it for the latest version that you have. So I'll go ahead and click on this right here, download v1.5. It's going to take us to this GitHub page right here. And now you can scroll down and download the source code zip, not this one, this one. Now, once it's downloaded, go in your download folder. It's going to be right here. Right click on it, then click on extract all, save it wherever you want. Now you should get this once you extracted it. I'm going to click on it and you should have all of this. Now we don't care about anything here except main.ahk. So you want to double click on this and there you go. You got the macro. Now you can go back to Roblox. So first thing, really important, you don't want to be in full screen or else the macro will not work. So please don't be in full screen. Now, another thing I got to say is that it is way better if you're in a private server alone, because currently the macro might break if you're with other people that also are using the macro. The way to fix this is simply to be alone in a server, just like I am right now. Oh, and one thing really important is that this macro does not support any resolution yet. To check your display resolution, if it's right for the macro, go in the settings, search for display settings, click on display. Now scroll down and put scale to 100 and display resolution to 1920 by 1080, or else the macro won't work properly. Anyways, let me explain what the tabs on the macro actually mean. So first we got the garden slot selection. This is basically which slot you are in. So I am currently in this one next to this blue thing right here, and so this is actually slot 1. But if you're in any other slot, I'm gonna put an image on the screen and you can see basically which slot is which. With this, you'll be able to get the right slot in the macro. So once this is done, I'm in slot 1. We can move on to the next setting. So collect crops around the garden. Basically this is an option. So if I select enable, that means when I start the macro, it's gonna start moving and collect crops around my farm. But if you don't want the macro to collect items around the farm, you can just leave it at disable, and in this case it will not collect anything and only buy item from the shop. So I will put it at enable because I want some money. Next step is gonna be to go in the shopping tab. So in the shopping tab, you should see this or something similar. So basically this is a selection menu where you can select which item you want the macro to buy. So example, we got the gear shop item right here, and you can select whichever you want. I'm gonna take, let's say, these one. Then we can move on to the egg shop. So this is for the new egg shop that just came out in the game. So to make it simple, as you can see, there's 3 eggs here that spawn every 30 minutes. If you select buy all eggs, then every 30 minutes it's gonna come here and buy all eggs. If you don't select it, it's just not gonna do it. Pretty simple. I'm gonna leave it on because I want it. Now for the seed shop items, it's the same thing as the gear shop item. You just select the one you want. I'm gonna take pepper, mushroom, grape, mango, dragon, and let's say bamboo. But you take the one you want, obviously. Oh, and I didn't say it, but these settings actually save when you exit the macro. But yeah, now we can actually start the macro, and I'm gonna show you the few steps that we need to do every time we want to start the macro. So you want to click on garden and then don't move. What you want to do is you want to basically bring your camera as far as possible to the top, just like this, and then you want to align yourself with the studs on the top. So as you can see, it doesn't matter how zoomed in you are, you just really want to be aligned with the studs. So I'll put an image on the screen so you can see what it can look like. So you really have to be aligned or else it might break. Now once you're aligned, don't touch anything and just press F5, and now it's gonna zoom in and zoom out, and it's gonna start moving and collect collect things around the map. And now, as you can see on the top, my backpack is full, so it's gonna automatically go ahead and sell my inventory. As you can see, it just teleported to the cell by itself. Now it's gonna press E, and then it's gonna press I want to sell my inventory, and I'm gonna get 1 million shekels, and it's gonna teleport me back to garden and start over. And so as you can see, the seed shop and the gear shop just restocked, so the macro is gonna detect that, and it's gonna go ahead and buy the seed that I selected. Once it's done with the seed shop, it's gonna go to the gear shop. It takes a while because you cannot teleport to the gear shop. That's quite annoying, but it gets there eventually. And as you can see, it's gonna be here. It's gonna talk to the NPC, and it's gonna open the gear shop and buy the item that you had selected. And now I am back to the garden, and the collection is gonna start again. I'm gonna leave the macro on for a few minutes so you can see what it looks like over time. And by the way, if you have any question, any problems with the macro, just DM me on Discord. Alright, so that's pretty much it. Again, if you have any question, hit me up in my Discord server, and I'll see you in the next one.